Hey, it's Kelby. In this video, I'll explain how Roth conversions work and how they are displayed in Rock My Retirement's user interface. Let's dig in. IRAs and 401ks come in two flavors, traditional and Roth. For a traditional account, you do not pay taxes on the income you contribute to the account at the time you contribute it. However, you do pay taxes on everything you withdraw from that account when you withdraw it. For a Roth account, it's the opposite. You contribute to the account with after-tax dollars, and then you never have to pay taxes on your withdrawals from the account. Also, Roth accounts have the advantage of having no required minimum distributions, or RMDs. If you have a traditional account, you may be able to move some or all of it into a Roth account. This is called a Roth conversion. You can always do a Roth conversion with IRAs, but for 401ks, it depends on whether your plan allows it. If you do a Roth conversion, you'll have to pay income tax on the converted amount at the time you make the conversion, but any further growth on those funds will be tax-free forever. You don't have to make the conversion all at once. You can choose to spread the conversion over multiple years, which may have tax advantages if it avoids putting all of that converted income into one taxable year, which means you might get taxed at a higher tax bracket. If you want to do a Roth conversion, you set that up in the Strategies menu. The Strategies menu has a library with videos that will help you. In the Stocks menu, by default, note that you'll see an IRA called IRA for Roth Conversions. This represents the Roth account into which funds will be transferred if you do a Roth conversion. Now, even though it's called an IRA, that account may actually be a Roth 401k if you're converting funds from a traditional 401k. But for Roth conversion purposes, it really doesn't matter what we call it here. So just think of it as the Roth account into which any funds get deposited if you do a Roth conversion on one of your IRAs or 401ks. Now, before I wrap up, I'm going to offer you a few big picture thoughts. First, a Roth conversion can have an enormous impact on your retirement. In fact, it's one of the easiest things to do, but also one of the most significant decisions you'll make about managing your retirement. Unfortunately, there are so many variables to consider that it is impossible for a human being to figure out the best set of strategies for your individual circumstances, no matter how many Excel spreadsheets you make. You'll have to consider not only whether to convert, but how much of your account to convert, when to start making the conversion, and over how many years to spread the conversion. All of that will depend on your tax situation during each year of your retirement, which in turn is a function of your income from all other sources. So there's an enormous amount of math that goes into this, and all that math can change significantly depending on the economic conditions you encounter in your retirement. So, what should you do? Well, first, you should completely ignore any recommendations you read in some clickbait article. The best answer is completely dependent on your individual circumstances, and no article can give you a simple formula or rule of thumb for figuring it out. Second, in Rock My Retirement, go to the Strategies menu and experiment once you have all your other information input. You won't be able to try every possible combination of options because there's way too many, but you can get a general sense of the kinds of things that help or hurt. Third, Rock My Retirement has a powerful AI optimization tool, and it can identify options for Roth conversions that you may find interesting and helpful. While there aren't enough years in your lifetime to manually experiment with all Roth conversion combinations, the AI optimization tool excels at finding very advantageous combinations that you may not discover manually. Well, that wraps up this video on Roth conversions. I hope that experimenting with Roth conversions helps you rock your retirement.